Hey, a few days ago I got an email from Steam letting me know that I had been accepted into the alpha for VAIL, an upcoming VRFPS game created by X Labs that's essentially aiming to be the CSGO or Valorant of the competitive VR FPS scene. And I can already hear you saying to yourself, but Dom, Pavlov and Contractors and Onward already exist, you big f***ing idiot. And, you know, you'd be right about that. And each one of them definitely brings something unique and special to the table. But let me try to explain why I think VAIL is also really unique in its own special, stinky little ways. One thing I did notice right off the bat is how lightning quick it is to kill an enemy. Time to kill in this game is like 1 to 3 shots, at max. Ow. For some that may feel too fast, as it doesn't really allow for much time to react. It tends to make the first person who shoots the winner, but for others that may come as a welcomed feature, because in many ways it allows for much more skillful interactions between players. The game's speed sort of forces you into thinking harder about every corner turn and every trigger pull. It feels almost like you're airsofting in VR. It has a real sense of tension in the air. Coming from someone who plays a lot of Pavlov, VAIL feels very heavy and precise in areas that a game like Pavlov tends to feel more floaty. You are playing as a literal robot, so I guess that does make sense. Guns and magazines seem to have more heft to them in a similar way to a game like Boneworks, where you really gotta be accurate when inserting the mag or you'll kind of bonk it against the grip, which can make firefights super stressful, but also really rewarding to win at the same time.
Bruh.
Reload, dude, hurry up.
Hide in this corner real quick.
It's like bombard him with grenades. I can't grab my grenades. Oh, I bombed him.
Bruh.
Oh, okay. Oh! Okay, there's 2 people there. Good luck. I'm back.
Nice traded. That's really something better experienced than explained, if I'm being honest. The loadout system, at the moment, seems a little bare bones, in my opinion, but they do have a decent selection of rifles and SMGs to pick from, and the ability to change loadouts while in-game is always a welcome feature, for sure. So far, from what I can tell, the game only has 2 game modes, Team Deathmatch and Artifact, which is essentially just search and destroy, if you're familiar with that from other FPS games.
Oh, it's okay.
ABX, why are you running like that? It's so funny.
Who said that?
I'm sorry.
Who said that?
I'm sorry.
Who said that?
And while both game modes are really fun, I find myself entering Team Deathmatch lobbies more often, only because you don't really get a good sense of the game's mechanics if you spawn, walk 10 feet, die, and then have to just sit in baby jail in the middle of space. But with Team Deathmatch, you just kind of come back to life and you get another go at it. The game does appear at first to have a pretty steep learning curve, but I think a lot of that could be attributed to the fact that just a lot of the players have had the game for a lot longer. There are like competitive teams that have formed already in the Discord. There was a tournament that was already held, so that could be why if you're just starting the game for the first time, you feel like you're getting totally owned by everybody. That's what it felt like for me when I played the first couple days. If people are kind of just kicking your ass in this game, just hold out hope that you'll eventually find some people that are like this. Oh. I can get down with a good dance party.
It's fucking insane. They're just dancing.
For the most part, from what I've experienced, lobbies haven't really been toxic, except for obviously a few bad apples.
It's like Pavlov, but if you're super disabled.
What does that mean?
I don't know, it just kind of like gives you the guns. Probably because it's an alpha, but it just gives you the guns.
Oh, like you don't have to buy anything?
I'm talking about this game that I'm streaming, that I'm actively playing.
I'm assuming you're talking to someone.
Haha, fun switch go burr.
In general, everyone's been really positive about the alpha, and everyone's just trying to learn as much as they can, and I think that's great. That's what you want in a game like this.
This is Dust 2. Connect the dot to the pink dot. Use your trigger.
What the fuck?
The yellow dot. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna need you guys to watch my flank behind me.
In total, there's only about 4 maps. All the maps keep the flow of gameplay very smooth. Sometimes the spawns in TDM feel a little iffy, but I feel like I can say that about literally any FPS game. The gunplay is probably the most solid that I've seen in a VR title. I think my only issue with it would have to be the recoil on some guns, especially like the Vector. Just seems especially low. Like, look at the Vector compared to the Vector from Pavlov. It's like night and day, and you can kind of just run around and use certain SMGs as handguns. The game definitely had some hiccups while I was playing, gotta be honest. A couple glitches here or there, but I'm sure everything, if it hasn't been resolved yet, will be resolved soon in the future.
You can kill me.
No, stupid glitch. Alright, well, I'm standing in the Steam VR home, but I can see all your guys' usernames.
Gentlemen, it was nice serving you. I'm going to off myself and leave this as a parting present. Have fun.
They roll out updates for this game like extremely often. Almost every time I go to play the game, I have to update it first, so that's amazing. Good on XLab for, you know, holding it down.
I tell everyone this, but I've visited XLab and the devs are as nice as they are in VAIL. They're nice as they are in the Discord as they are in person.
That's amazing. It's always nice to hear.
They have office kittens.
Aw.
They had literal kittens walking out of the office. Like they were walking out of one of the rooms.
That's so adorable. Oh my god, I'm gonna die because of kittens.
It is.
Fudge. It was worth it.
Overall, the game does feel pretty bare bones when you boil it down, but even being bare bones, it is such a polished experience. Besides some frame drops and the occasional glitch, the game runs like a full AAA competitive VR FPS. It's not going to be as perfect as something like Pavlov, because Pavlov's been out forever, but I really think it has a shot at being the de facto competitive FPS game. VR FPS game, sorry. Personally, Pavlov is starting to feel more like a VR chat anyway. It's felt like that for a while. I don't really go on there to try hard. I used to when I played on Shack, but ever since I went onto PC, I just like running around cool maps and goofing off with random creatures of the metaverse.
He has cocaine.
Oh, that's cocaine. Yeah, we gotta sell that. Okay.
But when I log on to VAIL, it's because I want to try hard, and it's rewarding to do well in that game. Whereas Pavlov, I don't get that same. It's not as satisfying to win in Pavlov, I guess. Overall, I think for an alpha, the game's mechanics are extremely solid, and I think that with time, it can grow into a true staple. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. It means so much more to me than I can ever express with words, but notifications do give me dopamine, so if you want to get me zooted on my own brain juice, hit some buttons down there. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye now.